the beginning of time, man has been in search of new ways to make better tomorrow. In the last 250 years, mankind has been through several industrial revolutions. The first industrial revolution began in the mid-1800s. This time period was characterized by steam-powered machines that helped workers in mass productions. People would burn coal to power their machines. The beginning of the 20th century marked the start of the Industrial Revolution. The main contributors to this revolution were the development of steel, oil, and gas, and machines that ran on electricity. These developments were more efficient to operate and maintain, both in terms of cost and effort. Some examples of technology of the day were railroad assembly lines and telegraphs.
Industry 3.0. This revolution came around in the 1950s to the 1970s. It began with the first computer. This era also saw the evolution of electronics and robots. It was during this period of transformation where more and more robots were used in the process to perform the tasks which were performed by humans. Although animated systems were in place, they still relied on human input and intervention. Maybe we can thank the cartoon show The Jetsons for painting a picture for a brighter tomorrow. The fourth industrial revolution is the era of smart machines, storage systems, and the production facilities that can automatically exchange information, trigger actions, and control each other without human intervention. 9 key elements are the Industrial Internet of Things, cybersecurity, advanced robotics, mobile technologies, cloud computing, cognitive computing, 3D printing, big data, and machines to machines. These approaches have led the way for United States, China, and Japan to be leaders in this technology.
Mankind is poised to enter its most transformative phase ever. Our everyday life has already been integrated with technology in every way. The big disadvantage of Industry 4.0 is no place for slackers. Today, technology is quickly removing low-paying jobs. So here's a little warning. Prepare now or you'll be left behind.
Hi, my name is Maya Woodley, and I'm going to be interviewing Ms. Torrington, and I'm going to be asking her a few questions. What do you think about Industry 4.0?
Well, Maya, thank you so much for the question. I have a lot of thoughts about Industry 4.0. It is very interesting. It's an interesting time to be alive and see all of the places that technology is taking us, see the ways that it's changing our lives. I think it's really interesting that we're using big data to shape our decision making. A lot of times our decisions aren't even really in our control anymore because we're being fed so much information in a completely new way. So there's a lot going on. It's a little overwhelming sometimes when I think about all of the changes that are happening in my lifetime. I just don't even know where to begin.
What are your concerns about the direction of
Well, I think technology generally is very useful and very helpful, and I think it benefits us in a lot of ways, but sometimes I think it can be overwhelming and it's maybe taking over too much of our lives. Sometimes technology is removing human connection that we really need. So that's really my biggest concern, that we are too reliant on technology.
Good question.
Mankind is posed to enter its most transformative
I think there's
phase
potential.
ever. Our everyday life has already been integrated with technology in every way. The big disadvantage of Industrial 4.0 is it's no place for laggers. Today's technology is quickly removing low-paying jobs. So, here's a little warning.
Maybe eventually they will feel like they're more useful than we are.
What ways do you think Industry 4.0 would change our lives?
Well, I think that Industry 4.0 is already changing our lives in a lot of ways. Automation has gone from the factories into the schools. We now use smart boards. Even at the college level, students are learning from home instead of going to a traditional classroom. We're going to see a lot of changes, for someone like me who works in the library. Eventually maybe Industry 4.0 developments would have an automatic kiosk that's helping you choose your books instead of a librarian. And that would make me kind of sad because I would miss those connections, but maybe the librarian would still be needed for other tasks. Computers can help in a lot of ways in schools. So I think we're already seeing those changes, and I think those changes will continue to grow.
One thing I learned was that the Industry 2.0 was made of electricity.
I
and
learned
assembly
that
lines.
Industry 4.0 is kind of like Industry 3.0 because everything is connected to Wi-Fi and
It's all connected with Wi-Fi and sensors, which makes
Tell the
more-
viewers, how do you plan to live smarter in a 4.0
be
world?
bold and grow up like a bold woman and not be scared to fix anything that's broke down, like anything of technology or anything.
And what about you, sir?
I learned some pretty frightening and scary things. I want the teachers to start making radical changes. Everything that they're teaching now is not going to help us in the future. That's why I think that the kindergarten should be teaching how to
Trying to say the kindergartners need to learn computer literature at a young age.
And young kids need to learn how to build stuff.